either Hood or Vanguard. Sometimes both. I don't think it's needed this game. I still have to check heroes one more time. But
we're getting old.
We're getting old, yeah.
Memories are leaking.
Not just boomers here on the casting desk, but also a couple of boomers in the game. Seb, straight up from nursery home. He's here. He's down to play. I don't know. Every single time I see him play, we were having a chat in the morning. Were you there or were you not?
Today?
Today. Yeah, you were not.
I don't think so.
No, I don't, because I was praising Seb, I think he is the best player that ever touched the game, and we'll see
really?
We'll see what he can do in this one. Because he's playing Earthshaker right now. And panel was talking about whether he's going to be playing Wyvern or he's going to be playing Earthshaker.
I thought they were doing it.
No,
so he walked into the pit for a second.
Level 1 Roche, not a thing.
Only the D-boosters can do that.
Only D-boosters can do that. But okay.
Seb, they're chasing back. Took a man to zone him away though. Don't want to go running uphill against the Bristleback as Boxy chases forward onto BZM. Great Fisher will not only stop them in their tracks but block the path forwards. Amar can take a couple of clicks from Insania. There's Liquid, 5 heroes strong all around that top rune spot. Need to repurpose themselves and get spread out a little further across the map to get those bounty runes going. And
BZM already at 20% HP pretty much and has 3 tangos to work with. They don't have any region for him.
Not ideal. Tiger get chased out by Zai. A very deep ward there from OG in that top dire jungle already. What's that? Is that looking for stacks that they want for Bristleback?
Oh yes, if you're gonna stack against Bristle, you gotta be careful, because he wants to invade. And I see Team Liquid already making an adjustment. They don't want to have this Bristleback against Razor, I guess. That was a thing, even though Bristleback can still deal damage to Razor with the Quill Spray. But yeah, now you're gonna be playing against Ursa. But there's gonna be Keeper of the Light stealing some of the CS, messing up with the creep equilibrium, and yeah, blasting the wave on Ursa. It's not that bad for Bristleback, because Ursa is paired up with Wyvern. Wyvern doesn't have that kill threat, especially early on, and yeah, we see Ursa already at half HP. As you get levels, it's gonna get more difficult for Bristleback.
Yeah, looking at this, I would have thought it's like, rock and hard place. Matu has to lane against Razor or the Ursa. Difficult decision either way.
And you can tell that OG definitely didn't expect this, because Ursa did not start with the magic stick. He just brought it with his courier, so that means that they thought they're just gonna lane normally.
Normally. Oh,
Normal.
Seb is up top on that Earthshaker. BZM looks like he's doing all right, given that he did start, like you said, with 20% HP coming into this mid lane. Tiny will get the upper hand because of that, but once we get the bottle flowing and the runes controlled up, BZM can absolutely recover, and he is back against a melee hero, right? Even though Tiny has the toss back, you're still going to be applying a lot of damage and a lot of pressure.
Mika does have 19 wand charges already on the mid lane, and he's off to a good start. 8 CS, and gonna use his Avalanche, deal some damage to BZM. BZM spent a lot of his early mana just to be able to harass, but yeah, hasn't done anything. Because Batrider has very low attack damage, so you need to use sticking up palm charges to be able to get some CS, especially against Tiny, who does have Tiny has 95 damage with 3.
Yeah, he does. That's not fun at all. But runes are spawned and his bottle's coming for the Batrider, so he should be able to get something going forward, even though he's sat 5 CS compared to the Tiny's 9 and 4. The courier coming in behind him. Some pings down bottom. It looks like they might want to have a go at Tiger. Matu and Insania down here have already chipped away pretty nicely against the Wyvern and the Ursa, so they've got them within kind of kill threshold area where they could dive tower with the fresh creep wave arriving.
You can see Seb has some says sound sorry. As you get older, you do have problem with the hearing.
His tinnitus is kicking in. You got the high pitch. Anyone over the age of 30 knows what we're talking about. They're ready to get back underway. Ooh.
Tommy, did ATF make you buy the mantles?
What's that? Wyvern got some mantles of intelligence then? He does. He's got 2 of them.
He's gonna be dropping it. Amar is ready. He's like, Taiga, drop one right now, so I don't lose any gold.
Yeah, show him what's up. I'm gonna pull up there, Tiger. unsuccessful because of Matu's positioning very forward. Aggressively gets up towards them. One creep will die at the camp, but that's fine for Liquid, as they've got to pull off into the large camp themselves.
And now Matu has that Ring of Health, infinite region in terms of mana coming out from Keeper of the Light. As you said, Insania doing a very good job of blasting the wave, harassing Ursa. Yuragi constantly on half HP, needs another 100 gold to finish off his Morbid Mask. But that's not going to be sustained. Like, this Morbid Mask, you need to keep hitting the creeps, hitting the heroes, and I'm not sure he's going to be able to do that. So this time around, Bristleback probably going to go for Vanguard because he's playing against Wyvern and Ursa. He'll be able to remove some of the damage, and Duragi has 5 stick charges.
He's being dived by the Bristle. He's got the heal from Tiger, though. So Matu and Insania just back it up. Done the job they wanted to. Now, how dangerous is this for an Ursa? Because usually he's that lane dominator, right? If he's being kept under the boot of Liquid, is that going to hurt him moving forward in the game?
This is Radiant Ursa, so when you lose a tier 1 tower, you kill a tier 1 tower, you're going to be playing top part of the map, and you always possess this Roshan threat.
Okay.
So Team Liquid will need to be careful about it, especially if you manage to steal Aegis from Bristleback, because he does rely on getting one.
It looks like BZM's given up on the idea of sitting mid and catching up in terms of lane creeps. He's going to try and stack jungle, get some Ancients going for himself. While Seb is going to get the gold and money from mid lane.
In terms of CS, Batrider 13 and 3, Tiny 23. I think one of the most impressive Tinies I've seen is Mickey Tiny. I think he's probably one of the best, if not the best, Tiny player.
From the mid lane?
From the mid lane, yeah, exactly.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, Yuragi. He's about to die, isn't he? Matu, full spray's going.
He's going to spray.
And he's going to go for
Tiger as well.
Bonus skill on top. Yeah, the Chakra Magic just allows him to keep pumping that damage, and he'll survive even under that tier 1 tower.
I look at Insania, didn't want to go for the full channel time to steal some of the CS. We didn't talk too much about Zai playing Vengeful Spirit. Did that once or twice during the DPC tour. This hero can pop off. You need levels and you need items.
Aghanim Scepter, right?
Aghanim Scepter Shard. Like, this is the timing you're looking for.
So Liquid have a very clear timing, 20, 25, whatever it is, around the Venge and the Bristleback with those big items as they have a crack at Amar. But Seb's there with the Fisher, blocks them back. Just trading out in that regen battle as OG have the wave, arriving at their tier 1 tower for the safe farm there for the Razor.
There is 3 stacks for OG, which could be a bit... They don't have the heroes to clear the stacks with, like Ursa with Morbid Mask later on. Batrider needs to heavily commit. So there is a potentially Bristleback who can invade enemy jungle and get it.
Yeah, if Mika and Matsuba make a move, yeah, a couple of kills, invade, take the stacks. Could be a massive bonus there for Liquid. They're already 1k up, a couple of kills to the good. Seb struggling to contend with Boxy. One of his better heroes nowadays, Boxy, on a position 4 Dawnbreaker, it feels like. That's Mickey.
Oh, he even gets the haste there.
Tiger.
Up and down, where are you gonna go?
Regretting his choices. He's gonna heal himself.
He's buying time.
Delays the inevitable death of himself, though. Tiger will do a little bit of chip damage back to Mickey, but the finishing blow is there, while Matu gets a solo kill down bottom.
Ursa tried to man up and fight him. 5 Fury Swipe charges on Matumba Man, but having that Vanguard is a bit too difficult. Also, he is level 6, Ursa's level 4. So this bottom lane, like, this is why I mentioned that it looks good on paper for Ursa, but in theory, because he's paired up with the relatively weak laner in Wyvern, and Keeper of the Light is just going to replenish mana, and there's not going to be enough sustain. So this is almost level 7 Bristle against the level 4 Ursa now.
Yeah, you just don't have that continual brawling power that Liquid are bringing to that bottom lane. And again, Insania just stacking, pulling, dragging it back as Amar and Seb both die to the rotation of Mickey. Straight up to that top lane, a couple of quick kills, and 6-0. It's turning into a bit of a rout here. OG being stomped down by Liquid.
And no Caster's Curse this time around.
Dire's
Praised
middle tower
McKay,
is
he
under
comes,
attack.
ganks the top lane.
Pops off.
As expected. Also, his item build a bit different than what we usually see. He does
Right.
go for like Blink Dagger, natural item build, you would call that for mid Tiny. But he does get the Echo Saber and then gets Aghanim Scepter. And he's waiting one more time.
He stuck around. He stayed top. They thought he left and ditched this top lane. Arlar gonna feel the wrath of the hammer from Boxy. Half HP Razor straight after arriving back in his top lane.
Dire's top tower is under
Oh
attack.
yeah, Mickey wants to scale with that Echo Saber right, then go into the Blink a little bit later on.
He might even get straight up Aghanim Scepter if they feel like there's no need for
Radiant's bottom
initiation
tower
this
is
time
under
around.
attack.
But it does also amplify your farm. Getting the Echo Saber
Radiant
before the Blink
are
Dagger.
scanning.
This is gonna be 10-minute Power Treads, Wind Lace, Magic Wand, and I don't know if I said Echo Saber or not, but I'm gonna say it one more time. Yeah, double Echo Saber, 10 minutes in. You're hearing it first time here in Insania. This is gonna be a kill, and they're gonna give it to Yoragi.
That's fine. We saw from the previous picture-in-picture what Insania just did. He stacked out the two camps. He killed off one of the small creeps in that camp as well. So he made sure it respawned right on time, giving Matu plenty of room to clear out all of the juicy stacks made up for him. 5,000 net worth, 8.5 minutes in now for the Bristleback. Vanguard Hood, and they're going to start getting well on his way to the Aghanims as Amar up top. Sam tries to save with the Fisher there, and they've got Zai all leashed up. So a 1-for-1 trade out. Boxy goes for TP home, but Seb will be there with Yoragi to get 2 kills top. And that's the move you said, right, Ursa? Leaves the bottom lane, comes top.
Yeah, very good move from Yoragi. Like he was off to a bad start playing against the Bristleback, and now makes a rotation, gets a double kill. Also, if we click on Wyvern and take a screenshot of it and try to go for Guess the Hero Edition Professional
Dire's
E-Gamer,
top tower is
I don't
under
think many
attack.
people would be able to
Radiant's
guess
bottom
which
tower
hero
is
that
under
is.
attack.
How is he so shiny? He's got this like rainbow radiant gloss to him. Look at the Wyvern. Beautiful skin. Sat up here with Seb and Amar. Clearing out a couple of creep camps. Kind of hoping that Liquid will bring someone top to defend tier 1.
Now, Bristle can TP and they defend, but he needs an extra hero, potentially 2.
They're prepping themselves for the tower take. Also arriving are 2 smoked heroes, Tiny and
Tiny
the
has
Dawnbreaker. In we go onto the Wyvern, gets the combo straight onto Tiger, blows her up, and Yoragi slapped down by the hammer while Matu did TP in, reacting to OG's move, and they're going to find kills on course. Amar, the next one on the ticket, picked off by Matu. A dominating Bristleback. Can't be touched right now. 10 minutes in, Liquid looking incredibly strong.
Liquid bringing in numbers. There's also a haste rune for Mickey to pick it up. Insania will replenish his mana in a couple of seconds, so Mickey will be ready to go in.
And just another haste rune. He sprints straight towards Yoragi. He takes down the Ursa. The Winner's Curse is a good one to try and delay Liquid. Hold them back.
Lasso.
Burning through with a last on the Firefly. But
Very low.
He's incredibly tanky. PGL just doesn't have what it takes. Mickey now unstoppable, and Matu. Of course he's going to die in tier 2. Come here, Tiger. Free before me. Give it to the Bristleback. Mega kill streak for him, and a toss-up on Amar. We'll find the Razor as well. One by one, they fall flat.
This is the lineup that you would expect Team Liquid to run. 11, level 11, Bristleback,
is under attack.
10 minutes in, 10:50.
Radiant's
That's pretty nuts, yeah.
Yeah, Matsu, I mean, we saw the player intros, right? Everyone very serious, everyone very dead, looking into the cameras. Yeah, we're here to play Dota and destroy people. And Matsu showing that off absolutely here in game 1 of this best
Yeah,
of 2.
Matu very focused on using Q&W, Viscous Goo, and Coil Spray. It takes a lot of effort to be as focused.
Come now, he has a Soul Ring and a Hood and a Wand and a Quelling Blade. Plenty of things to cast. Solar Guardian coming in bottom. They want to kill off Seb here and slow down any item progression he might desire. Try and slip away into the trees. The TP from PGL. That Rider.
Gotta get blasted.
Yeah, so that's still Hammer getting Boxy a bit of distance, but the Flame Break push back straight into Yoragi's grasp will kill off the Dawn.
Are fortified.
Their mother would have done much worse.
Tiny.
Hello, Mickey.
He's looking for an opening again.
Radiant's middle
Good
tower
cold
is
embrace.
under attack.
Well timed, Tiger. Keeps the Bat Rider safe and sound for now. Let's get clipped by the Illuminate, but all's good.
Radiant's middle tower.
This is also
fallen.
Tiny with no bottle, because he's playing against the Bat Rider and does have Keeper of the Light in his team, so it doesn't need that much mana sustain. You get it from Magic Wand.
Yeah, it just keeps on going. I still got that Tumbler's Toy. Helps him out a little bit. What are we looking at for Amar? Missing a TKB rush on the cards. Ooh, that's a curse in mid lane on Tiny. They do have the chain disable here.
Might be too far away. Gonna get it. Yes.
Mid-game swapped down. They've taken him away from danger. Zai now in the thick of things, being beaten up by Uragi. Teddy Bear not mucking around anymore, but a good save.
Yeah, spam that Zai J in chat for this magnificent save on Mickey. Zai, very sacrificial.
Just allows himself to be taken down for the greater good. OG still really desperate to plant themselves in this top lane and get a tower. PGL going to try, look to cut the wave, find something in behind.
Dire's top tower
Amar
is under
frontlining.
attack.
This time Liquid not responding. What do you think about this? Shaker going for the shard rather than the blink rush, which I feel like we more normally see or have in the past.
I guess he feels they need to contest a little earlier, because one of the reasons why Shaker is not so popular is you don't get the lane to farm for a very long time. If you do, this happens.
It sure does.
Especially with all global heroes being super popular right now. We're talking about Zeus, like even Spectre's getting more loving, Dawnbreaker, as we see, and also Nature's Prophet.
Yeah.
So you push an extra wave, you get punished.
You lose all the gold that you tried to claim. Yeah, Amar treads Falcon Blade going BKB. We do have Diffusal Blade on Uragi now, along with that Morbid Mask. Maybe time for a smoke move out of OG to think about that Roshan as they do find Insania. Quick and easy on the console. Static Link on the Dawnbreaker illusion. Amar just gonna soak up some of that damage. But really now it's all eyes on the Roche pit, isn't it, for both teams?
Most definitely. Bristleback about to finish his Aghanim Scepter, needs Keeper of the Light to stop dying, to keep spamming Coddle, give me mana.
Gottle,
Give me mana.
give me mana, please.
They're getting scouted. Underneath the ward, OG showing 4 heroes.
One line drawn. OG, yeah, you're right.
And they've been showing for a very long time.
They're all there. Only one hero elsewhere on the map. That's Seb down bottom, just continually pushing out that dead lane, getting as much of the farm possibly can. And he buys out his shard. This coincides with Liquid's timing. Blink in, toss back, Uragi ceases to exist. Good bit of damage though with the Witch's
Swap
Curse.
is ready.
They can swap Mickey out of there if need be. He's ticking down from a bit of battle and spell usage, but Matu will give chase towards Tiger. Cold Embrace will do nothing to save him from the onslaught that comes his way. Radiant Triangle now belongs to the Dire team, and so does Roshan.
They know there's no curse for 69 seconds, and they're gonna go inside the pit. Very nice indeed. This Roshan is gonna die pretty early, even though it's only 1 level in Vengeance Aura. Viscous Goo is maxed out. Did you know that I realized it's called Viscous Goo instead of Vicious Goo after 15 years of playing Dota?
Well, I'm a native English speaker, and it took me a long while as well.
I'm like, yeah, man, Vicious.
Vicious nasal goo, of course.
That sounds nasty. Viscous sounds even more. Seb on bottom. I'm gonna try to TP out.
As is Amar. No stuns on Matu. Does a lot of damage, a lot of nonsense, but can't stop people from TPing. What's he got next? So Treads, BKB, lined up for Matu's Bristleback, and that's going to be basically endgame timing for him. And Team Liquid, while BZM trying career snipe, but unsuccessful. We are now 600 away from the Aghanims on the Vengeful Spirit as well. And look at that, all of the stacks paying off. 634 GPM for the Bristleback. We're 16 and a half minutes in. It feels like this game's been going on for 20-30 minutes because of how Liquid have been so efficient and effective with their timings and usage of these items.
Radiant
And they're playing so quickly, moving around the map, getting the kills, going for objectives, now pushing tier 2 tower. Radiant using a scan. Seb trying to figure out, this is going to be another pick off Mickey with Tumbler's Toy and the Blink Dagger.
BZM not really having a game, is he? 6,000 net worth from the mid lane. All started off with those early rune fights where he had to start the lane with 20-30% HP. Incredibly rough for the Batrider this time around.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Matu just gonna give himself a tier 2. Unlock the outpost down bottom. Get salved up by Insania. Liquid in a good spot just to continue his rampant move across the map.
This is why I said Ursa is always hit or miss. Like, you haven't really felt influence of Ursa. That TP rotation to the top lane was really good. They got 2 kills, but other than that, I always feel it's never Ursa's fault. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, but
Is it all right?
teams are not playing like the other 4 players. Whenever there's an Ursa on team, they don't play around Ursa. Zai does have that Aghanim Center, gonna swap him in aggressively.
Yeah, you're right. Turns and fights him, but in comes the Solar Guardian. Healing Zai back up just enough. The curse there, just onto the one. Midkit thinking about rejoining. The Star Hammer landing onto Uragi as Matu diving. Kills off Tiger, turns and faces, looks for Ursa. And that's Liquid continuing this domination as they do lose Zai, but the illusion is up. Matu's going to return back to Fountain, reset. Still will have another 2 minutes left on the Aegis, so they can come for round 2 in that mid lane.
Keeper of the Light, yeah, as you said, with the shard, it's another swap.
They've got a mark.
Forcing a BKB with the illusion.
The defensive BKB, and might still get hunted down here by Zai and Matu.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Thinking
attack.
about the go again, but swap on cooldown means no repositioning tool for the Venge just yet.
Little surprised, Team Liquid is not using their voice chat wheel line with the BKB. That was the perfect timing for it.
Yeah, perfect timing. Oh, it looks like they've got a good read on where BZM is as well right now.
This is where this shard from Keeper of the Light is going to come into a play. Every single time someone tries to play on the side lane, go for an extra wave, it's going to get punished. Recall on Tiny, who does have a stun, and also potentially Dawnbreaker coming in. We didn't mention Dawnbreaker item build. She did go for Yule Scepter, which is super efficient against the Batrider, but most importantly against Ursa. He uses ulti, use that Yule Scepter on him. Like, even Earthshaker, if he farms a Blink Dagger anytime soon, which he does not have in Quick Buy, he jumps in, you Yule Scepter, you break the combo.
Right. There's a great item choice there. Matu is coming in towards BZM's back. 3 stacks of sticky napalm on him. Aegis left for 1 minute on the Bristle, but the damage from the Tiny as he stands next to the trees and just launches them towards the back. Clears through BZM simply.
This is full Aghanim Scepter on Tiny. He did disassemble his Echo Saber, and now he's bringing just the TP scroll. We'll see if he decides to go for Mage Slayer next. There's not that much magic damage because you're playing against Razor and Ursa, so he might go for, I guess, Echo Saber one more time. Assemble it. Dota plus win probability 4%. Very generous from Gaben, I would say.
Yeah, a little bit.
Tower is under attack.
And Tiny picks up a double damage rune as well. I was kind of hoping that would be a signal for Liquid to run down a lane and look for a proper team fight. They'll hold out for now. Yeah, we could also see just the Daedalus for Tiny as an item choice coming up. If he wants to go for something bigger, but you're right. We'll finish off the Echo Saber once more. What is the move for OG to try and find their way back into this? Okay, 4% win probability, they're down by 10k net worth. But is second Roche something they can fight around with the tools they've got? They should get a quick pick here on Boxy.
And there's that Yule Scepter to break the combo. Still gonna die in the end. Had the 6 magic wand charges, but with Fake Grenade, he thought he's dead anyway. Swap on the mid lane, and gonna kill the courier as well.
Yeah, Tiger found out. Courier and the Wyvern dead. Do you think OG can fight around second Roche with Curse, with Echo Slam? Is that a possibility? Is that something that they'll be aiming for?
They need to. They need to land a good Curse, potentially Echo Slam. Also, you got to be a little careful trying to go for the high ground as Team Liquid, because Batrider can drag you. He does have a BKB right now. Going into Witchblade next. Very interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
I've seen BZM go for it before.
On the Batrider?
Yeah.
So is that like damage over time with napalm?
Yep.
Pretty nice.
How long will it take Matu to queue up Basher? I think he got pretty sick of people TPing in front of his face.
So right now, just keep your eyes on Matu. 3, 2, 1.
Maybe if he gets a little more gold. Still needs to farm up. Second row, Sean is going to respawn potentially in a minute and a half.
And OG are all smoked up. Just Amar isn't right now, showing in the mid lane. Might be the bait that they're trying to set the trap around this mid tier 2. Suck Liquid into a fight. Now, OG does have the high ground advantage. Matu, no longer having that Aegis, will have to rely on his BKB and natural tankiness to withstand OG's team fight prowess. It's pretty comfortable just to go back for the tier 2.
Has fallen.
Sai ready to play Dota right now. He does have both Shard and Aghanim Scepter, so double bounces on Magic Missile. He respawns, uses it again. This is very difficult for OG to fight into, especially if Team Liquid will pick up another Aegis plus a Shard. And look at him farm.
So quick.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous stuff. How far away from Ursa's BKB? Because it feels like that's another very important item for them. So OG maybe will feel a little more comfortable when they've got that ready in their back pocket. But Liquid, the ones to make the first move, stepping out with a smoke. Dawnbreaker can always join in with the Solar Guardian, so she's not needed with the rest of the squad just yet. First point of contact, looks like it's going to be Amar. Razor has that BKB, could go for a TP home as well. Only the spot to really try and cancel it. Does BKB and link up Matu, but you see how quickly Liquid now will reinforce the situation. The tree's locked in towards him, half HP, tries to heal up, but he's taken down quickly. Amar gone, the Fisher and the catch though onto Insania, finds a trade down here, but Tiger, big focus down by Zai, and Matu chases straight towards Seb. A couple of quick whacks of the mace comes down from Matu's bristleback, and Uragi, he'll be forced to BKB, just TP home. Again, defensive usage coming out of OG.
Amar, a little too far away from the team. He tried to connect on the bristleback. I don't think he's the target that they can go on. Like, they need to play with Ursa, potentially lasso, and then try to kill bristleback, but it's still going to be very difficult. There's a toss back, there is a swap.
Careful, Uragi. Liquid, they're all over this map.
And we said that OG might try to contest Roshan. It's going to spawn in a couple of seconds.
It's right when Seb respawns. So they might have enough time.
Have we seen Echo Slam yet? I don't think I've heard Echo.
Under attack.
I don't think so. Maybe one, but definitely no significant Echo Slams. That's for sure.
He wants to keep the distance. He wants to stay away from the bristleback, stay away from the range of Tiny. This is why he's going for a different item build.
Zai. Gonna get fissured. Flame Break does push him around a little bit. The trees, though. The volley owns away OG and Zai.
Oh, that's
gonna take down the Fey Grenade and the Flame Break. Yeah, the sticky nade bomb.
That's what you get.
Yeah, beautifully done there. This is every bit of damage, right? The sticky nade bomb amplifies and ticks over from the Batrider. That's why we used to see Radiant's Batrider back in the day in Dota 1.
Oh yeah, the good old build. They are ready to go. Batrider is smoked, does have a blink and BKB available, also has gem, but Zai already trying to break the smoke. Good positioning from him.
It's already dead. OG, they needed to be there.
No, that's fake Zai. My bad.
Faster. Yeah, it is. The illusion. He's on to Insania, and they'll take whatever they can get. Easy one on to Kotl, while Zai's illusion is killed off by Uragi. Matu and Mid-Gate turning back, facing off against the BZN. The Golden Brace comes and heals them up as the curse. Trying to cancel out the Solar Guardian, allowing the Batrider to BKB and run away, but look at Matu go. He just snapping up.
He's in trouble.
The damage coming. Mid-Gate streak, it is broken out by Uragi's Ursa. And Liquid, even after taking second, Roshan being broken apart by OG.
Not too bad of a fight for OG. They got something out of this. It still shows that they can take the fight, especially if they split it like that, where Ursa can lock onto a target and just get those right clicks in.
And it seemed like Matu was He's sprinting around the fight, unable to really stick onto a real important key target that he wanted. Yeah, he went left, found the Earthshaker, was chasing down the Wyvern, but ideally, he needs to be contending with that Ursa, stopping him from munching on the Tiny.
Are scanning.
OG maybe now, with a bit of wind beneath their wings, BZM flapping forward, starting to feel themselves.
BGM will find a ward.
You can watch that back, Lacoste. And Mickey with a nice little combo there, but it's these reset tools, right? The curse, they heal.
This is why Wyvern is considered one of the better counters to Dawnbreaker. You see that ulti coming in, it's an easy setup for your team to reset, potentially get a kill if it's someone who has a lot of physical damage. And Matu does not get another connection on Batrider.
But he will connect on the tier 3 bottom, something that Bristleback is incredibly adept at doing, going up high ground. Man, a battery behind him from Insania's Cottle. Got that heal out of the screen.
Oh, Mickey finds him.
Destroys Tiger in the trees. Mickey now linked up though, swamped down by Zai. Uragi's in towards Matu. Bristleback, not bothered by it though, just stands his ground and continues to hit the buildings.
Matu with that AC has 600 damage per hit standing near Vengeful Spirit.
These bouncing stuns, Sev wanted to Fisher, but he can't do it. Magic missiles all over the place. Matu, though, being shredded out. But look at the damage onto Uragi. He gets off his end range. Force staff away. Beautiful sliding Bristleback down to the low ground. And Liquid come back in with Mickey to finish off that melee racks at long last. Zai might be the casualty here, though. Caught up in the Fisher. But this tree volley zoning tool that Mickey is using to keep OG at bay.
Zai can't move.
He's stuck.
He's dead. He's trying to find a way to swap someone out. Force staff available on Insania.
He got 200 move speed. There's a slug crawling around on this Venge. Matu will position himself more forward, though, to allow the escape of the rest of Liquid.
And while all this is happening, Boxy farming on the top lane did manage to finish off Aghanim Scepter, so that mischance 60% evasion is gonna come in pretty clutch. Playing against Razor, playing against Ursa.
Does it work against Winter's Curse? It gives your allies evasion. Matu up onto high ground, linked up again.
That's a good question, Gary. And I'm gonna say I'll look at chat and see what they say.
Yeah, they know way more than us. Bristleback still has Aegis for a minute, dropping very low though as BZM and Avar have spent their BKBs just to hold the high ground.
I was always wondering what Zai J is. I think we found it. I think this is it. This is the clone from Vengeful Spirit. I think that's the original one is Zai and this one's Zai J.
This is Zai J, yeah. What does the J stand for?
Vengeful Spirit.
Get me out of here. How long have you been holding on to that? You came up with that on the spot, did you?
No, Gary. I think of a player and then I go through all the hero list and try to figure out.
Memes?
Memes.
Any memes? Yeah. Oh, you got me there.
It would take out too much work for that.
Matu, again, just waltzes up to tier 3s.
Radiant's middle
30 seconds left on that immortality. Might be a little bit worried now, but a swap back out. Zai puts himself in, does respawn, the illusion expires. Another swap there, put him a little further away, and Matu's cleared through Tiger. Zai getting drained of all his damage, but I don't think he's too mindful of that. Swap back out of the illusion, another swap back. A great stun's coming through, and Matu's BKB allows him to sprint forward, chasing him on. Oh, he pops his one, he might survive, but the magic missiles keeping BZM back towards Fountain as Uragi drops. There's a buyback available here. Okay, lose that building.
You have to keep from the line, the blast coming in. Zai very aggressive with the swap to Superman in your face while behind using free volley and slowing everything in AoE and also dealing heavy physical damage. That's a full game. Let's come. Blast out. They're ready to blast out.
As well. They're also going to check it. Smokes are trying to run forward. They get blast out. He's not enough to be counted out by the swaps. Die. He stays in it yet again. Another good curse. Mickey whacking in the brittle, but he's not really doing too much damage. So the guy keeps him all stopped up. As I get back. Right straight to all the throne. There's another visual step of Mickey. Holds his armor. Razor gets to both cross. And then he's swapped back in again. Magic missiles
like during his clone, comes back, dies again. And I'd like,
How many sides are there? There's like J, there's like K, Element of P.
What? Every single time I see